Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to baseball action. As the new Trier Trevians take on the Waukegan Bulldogs, the first of the Central Suburban South action between the two teams. Well, this is actually the second game, the first on our broadcast. Trevians won the first meeting up in Waukegan at Bowen Park there on the hill, on the bluff overlooking Lake Michigan. And we're all set to get underway. Melendez leads it off. And Ben Brecht on the mound. The big 6'6" sophomore. First pitch, strike one, and we're underway. And a hot shot foul off to the right. Actually, not too bad a day weather-wise. And a ball, just a little bit outside. And a foul ball off to the right. Wind is blowing cross field out to left. Kind of first to third. Ground ball. Second to first, and one up, one down. Here's Casanova. I have some first names, but the coach for Waukegan wrote them, and it's kind of hard to tell. He kind of wrote them on his leg after the game was over. Kind of tough to read that writing. Pitch outside, a ball to Casanova. Van Brecht delivering. Swing and a miss, strike. Battery today of Brecht and Weibel. And fouled off. There you see how the wind's blowing. Not terrible, but we still have a little bit of a lake effect component to it. Now the lefty delivers, and another one fouled off. And another one. Hang it in there. And wasted one outside the ball. Try to catch him fishing. And strike three. Pitch up in the shoulder eye level. There's Ken Widener. Number 3 in the batting order. Swing and a miss, straight. Baseball here on the network. Great to have you. Hope you enjoy our broadcast wherever you may be watching. And try to hold up. Couldn't. Strike. Hot shot foul outside of first. And strike three. So at the end of half inning of play, Waukegan nothing, and the Trevians come into bat. Sammy Viscotti leading it off. And a pitch low ball. And strike, and the count 1-1 to Viscotti. And well outside the ball. And a fly ball. That's going to be a gapper out in left center. Viscotti on his way to second, and he'll make it with a stand-up double to lead things off. And here's Nolan Stogentine. Take the runner back. Viscotti with his lead. Now the pitch. That's low ball. And a soft little liner. And whoops, past the center fielder. And that's going to allow a run to score. Score that as a single and an error. And a run in. Here's Jake Reynolds. And a pitch high. A ball. Ball one. Foul ball back. And a pitch high, a ball. Runner with the lead. And a line shot. Base hit. And they are going to send Stogentine home. And over to second goes Jake Reynolds. Here's Grant Klanovich. That's not an error. Foul ball. Even though it hit offline, it hit Stogentine. Reynolds was already on his way over there. Throw out to second. And Jake Reynolds back. Well, coming to the end of our 27th year of cable broadcast. There goes the runner. There goes, and nobody covering third. Stolen base for Reynolds.
Good job, Six. Good job.
And that's low ball. Grant Klanovich, number 4 in the batting order for the Trevians. Reynolds with the leadoff third. And a fly ball, and that's going to be over the head of the center fielder. And out by the warning track. Klanovich into second with a stand-up double. And another run home. Here's Will Frankie. Nobody out. Throw out to second. Klanovich back. Low and outside, a ball. Look back, the pitch. That's low ball. Trevians won the first of the two meetings, 7-2. Playing here in the second of the home series. And a strike on the outside corner. And straight. This umpire was the umpire in the famous Loyola New Trier banana shot. Oh, nice stab on the line drive. The Chris Hall homer back in 2012. And the bunt. And whoopsie. And aboard at second. At first is McCaffrey on the bunt single. And Klenovich to third. Here's Frank Nicholas. Strike one. To Nicholas. Seventh man to bat in the inning. Still only one out. Go to first. And the ball gets away. And over to third, it's going to go McCaffrey as Klenovich comes home to score. And that's 4 in the inning here. And Nicholas with a base hit to left. And McCaffrey home to score. And here's Logan Weibel. Goes the bunt. There's a stolen base. Pulled it back. It was still a strike. Stolen base for Nicholas. And a pitch high, a ball. Count evens up at 1-1. To Logan Weibel. Trevians catcher. And bunts it foul. 1-2. You'll have to swing away now. And a 55-footer. And not even close to the plate. And over to third goes Nicholas. Swinging a long fly ball. Back it goes. Back, and out of here. A home run for Logan Weibel. Parks one out over the power alley. And 2 more runs home as Logan Weibel with the home run. And 9th man to bat in the inning, Drew Lamont. Pitch is high, a ball. Seven runs in here in the bottom of the first. Bunt attempt goes foul. And a pitch high, a ball. Low and away, a ball. And outside ball 4. So Lamont aboard, and Sammy Visconti comes to bat for the second time in the inning. Throw to first. And Lamont back. Inside the ball. There goes the runner. They got him. And out number 2. Lamont caught stealing. Low and outside a ball. And a strike on the outside corner. Trevians trying to do something they haven't done in 5 years. 4 years. That is make it to the big show. A single back up the middle by Sammy Viscotti. 2 plate appearances, 2 hits. Here's Nolan Stogentine, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. So Stogentine bats. Low and inside the ball, and off to second on the pass ball goes Viscotti. And a strike. 1-2. To Stogentine, he singled. Back in his first plate appearance here in the inning. Foul ball. Got a little piece of it. Low and outside a ball. And again outside the ball. And ball 4. So Stogentine aboard, and here's Jake Reynolds. Jake singled his first time up. Yeah, straight to Reynolds. High and tight, a ball. Strike on the inside corner. Runners with their lead. Viscotti at second. Stogentine at first. There go the runners. Pitches high a ball. Throw to third. Not in time. Double steal works. And a pitch outside a ball. And ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And here's Grant Klenovich. Doubled over the head of the center fielder. The Bulldogs playing in relatively shallow. There's a strike. And they have been caught a couple of times with that. And a ball low and outside. Another one out there. Blackjack on the count. Now it's 3-1. Grant Klanovich. 13th man to bat in the inning, and he walks and brings home another run. 14 men now have come to the play here in the bottom of the first. Here's Will Frankie. And a strike. Strike on the outside corner. Low and a bit outside. Frankie. Designated hitter. Bases are loaded. And again, low and outside. And a line shot. And drops him for the base hit. One. Throw out to second. That one gets away. That'll allow 2 more runs to trot home. Or another run to trot home, and that's 3 that have come home. Here's Matt McCaffrey. And he fouls one out of play. So McCaffrey bats. Number 15 to bat here in the inning. And a base hit. That makes 12 runs here in the inning. And here's Frank Nicholas. And Nicholas with fly ball, center fielder over. Reaches up, takes it for the out, and the inning over. But not before the Trevians make a laugher out of this one in the first inning. They score 12 and lead it 12-0. We'll be back with more. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Alcohol consumption on school grounds is illegal under Illinois law, even in outside areas. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where the Trevians have taken a big lead here as we go to the second inning. Daniel Morrell leads it off to face Brick. And they pitch on the way, swinging a bit straight. Kind of a cloudy day. A little cool, but not terrible. Been a lot worse. Pitch on the way. Foul ball. Off to the right. Set to the outside by Weibel, and Breck came kind of inside and high, but fouled off. And another one fouled off. And another. So Morrell hanging in there. Jose Serrano on deck for the Bulldogs of Waukegan. 2 of the 3 largest schools in the state playing here today. Waukegan is actually the largest high school in the state now. At about 4,300, and New Trier at 4,200. Strike 3, and one away. The school in the middle between us is another North Suburban school in Warren. People always think about Stevenson. Stevenson is, I think, 5th or 6th now in the state. Swing and a miss, straight. They're down to about 4,000. But they're the only high school that in the group here, well, the North Suburban group, the only one that has everybody in one building. 1-1 the count to Serrano. And swing and a miss straight. Top of the second. And a pitch outside. Here at Duke Childs Field. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. And Valente Enriquez. He pitched low and inside a ball. And a strike. Lefty on lefty. And another strike. 1-2 the count. And a pitch low ball. And got a little piece of it, fouled it off. Staying alive.
Staying alive, staying.
I can't do a BG's. Slow little ground ball. Pick up by Viscotti. Won't be in time. Won't even make the throw. And an infield single for Enriquez. Here's Ruiz. And a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Nice slider out that way. And the bunt. Pick up the throw. Nope, not in time. Throw to second. And a bunt single. And 2 aboard. Here's Mike Blake. So Blake bats. And a pitch high. A ball 1. Baseball here on the network. We'll be here all during the summer as well. Swing and a miss, strike. Now the pitch. And strike. Inside a ball. And that's low ball. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the second. And a windshield whacker. And ball 4. And the bases are loaded for the Bulldogs. And here's Morrell, the other Morrell. Older brother was a real good baseball player. Here's a ground ball right to Klunovich. Steps on the bag, and that be the end of that. So we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Trevians well in command of this one. And Logan Weibel to lead it off. Weibel popped one out of here his last time up. The left center. Pitch low and inside a ball. Ball 1. And another one low, ball. And a fly ball. Center fielder backs up a little bit, moves over. Wind got a hold of it a little bit. And out number 1. Here's Drew Lamott. Pitch is inside a ball. Drew was the only player in the first inning who didn't score. That's because he was caught stealing back in the first inning. Little foul tip. And a ball. And a strike. And ball 4. Swinging a fly ball. And again, Sammy Viscotti to the right spot out there in left center, and another run home. So Viscotti drives home a run. And here is Nolan Stogentine. And a 55-footer gets away. Uh-oh. I think I've gotten to the point I've got too many rosters in my file here. Foul ball down the line. And a ball low and outside. I was going to compare numbers of players between New Trier and Waukegan. As the kind of the difference between the two schools and their what's going on between the two schools. Viscotti at third now. Yeah, foul ball. And strike 3. And here's David Egan, batting for Jake Reynolds. And a 55-footer gets away, and home to score another run is Sammy Viscotti. And a line shot, that's a base hit to right. Single for David Egan. Here's Grant Klenovich. Grant has doubled, walked, scored 2 runs. And all of that in the first inning. Betting here in the bottom of the second. Low and outside the ball. Now the pitch. And a windshield whacker. Egan with his lead. Pitch. Line shot. That's going to be Gabber to right center. Going to go out by the state championship sign for 2009. And Klenovich on his way to third. And will make it easily. Stand-up triple for Klenovich. And here is Brent Segvich. High and outside the ball. You saw Brent in his hockey as well, was on the Nutra Green team. Half swing, base hit to left. Single. And another run home. And here is Matt McCaffrey. Four more runs in here. You're in the second inning. 8th man to bat in the inning. And a pitch high and tight a ball. And a ball in the dirt. And swing and a miss. To Matt McCaffrey. Matt is one of 13 athletes in the state of Illinois named to the state all-academic team. State student athlete group. There's 13 boys and 13 girls, and Matt's one of the 13 boys. And that's a balk. And you can blame the catcher on that one for yelling at the pitcher. So Frank Nicholas bats. And the Trevians have batted around again here in the second. Trevians sent 16 men to the plate in the first and 9 here in the second inning. Frank Nicholas batting. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and we're done with the second. And the Trevians pouring it on today. At the end of 2, Trevians leading by a bunch. We'll be back with more. You're watching baseball action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Players play the game, not the parents or the fans in the stands. Sport a winning attitude. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the top of the third inning, and the Trevians leading by a bunch. Top of the batting order. Due up here, new pitcher on the mound for the Trevians. And a ball 1. Yeah, strike. 1-1 the count. Strike two. And ground ball. Foul outside of third. Danny Katz on the mound. And strike three. 1 up, 1 down. Katz on in relief of Breck. Here's Casanova. Melendez strikes out. And foul ball. Yeah, solo ground ball. Pick up, throw, 2 down. And here's Durant batting. And a pitch low and outside of ball. Inside corner for the strike. So Danny Katz pitching here. Pitches high a ball. And low and outside a ball. And count's gone blackjack. To Durant. And strike on the outside corner. And I goofed. Counts full. 3-2. And a ground ball. Bobble. Still pick it up. Throw. Got it. And we go to the bottom half of the third. And the Trevians leading this one 16-0. And Bobby Garrick is batting for Weibel. Trevians making a couple of substitutions. Get some of the other players an opportunity to play here. Foul ball out of play to the right. Another one fouled off. We're in the third. And a 55-footer and outside. Another one fouled off. Low and away. Now the lock and load. And Garrick puts a windshield whacker. High bounder. Russian, pick it up. Throw in the dirt. Gets away. And Garrick over to second. And Kai Leischer running for Garrett out at second. And now Lamont hit by the pitch. 2 aboard. And here's Tim Fox batting for Visconti, who had a perfect day. 2 doubles and a single today. 3 runs scored. Stolen base. Pretty productive afternoon for Visconti. New Trier Waukegan. Central Suburban South action. Next, Central Suburban South opponent's going to be a little tougher, I think. Glenbrook South. And inside a ball. I want to congratulate Dunwoody High School in Roswell, Georgia. One of our buddies, former New Trier player, Scott Berardi, is the coach down there. They just won their regional. They start a little bit earlier than the Trevians. They also start playing a little earlier. Ball 4, like in February. Here's Max Toma. 2 on. There's a strike. Berardi was a darn good baseball player. I want to say Louisiana State. He played for Louisiana State. And a high pop-up on the infield. First baseman calls for it. Takes it for the out. The infield fly roll was in effect. Here's David Egan. So Egan bats. And a pitch high and tied, a ball. Third inning. Lengthy ball game, but that's because the Trevians have gone crazy here scoring runs. Ground ball. The play will be at home on the force out. And the bases remain loaded. Here's Ryan Hack. So 2 away. Bases remain loaded. And a pitch low and inside a ball. I spent so much time talking about other things, I didn't keep track of where we were in the game. I have a tendency to do that more and more. I'm beginning to sound more and more like Harry Carey and Jack Brickhouse doing that stuff. Pitch low and inside a ball. Or high and inside a ball. Yes, definitely. Definitely getting to be more like Harry Carey all the time. Not so much in my inflection, but in the fact that I can't keep track of where we are in the game. Swinging a miss strike. 1-1. Trevians with their lead. Off every base. Outside corner for a strike. 1-2. And swing and a miss. Actually got a little piece of it, but hold on. Strike 3, and we're done with the third. Trevians leading 16-0 as we go to the fourth. We'll be back with more. The Metro Chicago Sports Network is seen on YouTube on demand. A North Shore epidemic. Teenage substance abuse. It's rampant, it's out there, and it's real. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the fourth inning of this one. Danny Katz on the mound. And Dan Morrell with the windshield whacker. And a strike. 0-2. Morrell batting. And a ground ball. Shortstop Fox over. Nice pickup over to first. to Ryan Heck covering, and one up, one down. Here's Jose Serrano. And a foul ball. Trying to get the hands out of the way. Swing and a miss, strike two. Outside a ball. 1-2 to Serrano. Swing and a miss. Strike three. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Valente Enriquez. Swing and a miss, strike. Foul ball. And strike three. So 2 of the 3 are strikeout victims for Danny Katz. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Strike on the outside corner. This is Brett Segvich batting. Swing and a miss, straight. Foul ball off to the left. Bottom of the 4th. Swinging a ground ball, shortstop. Up. Throwing in time, 1 up, 1 down. Here's Eric Hoffman batting for Matt McCaffrey. And a pitch high and outside a ball, ball 1. So Hoffman bats. Inside a ball. 2-0. On Hoffman. And hit by the pitch is Hoffman, and he is aboard. And here is Alex Kaplan. Kaplan batting for Frank Nicholas. Foul 1 off. Yeah, strike. So Kaplan bats. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Low and outside a ball. Segvich with his lead and a pitch high, a ball. And Blackjack on the count. And make it strike 3. And Kaplan is out. First base was occupied. But Hoffman takes second on the drop third strike. Here's Bobby Garrett. Yeah, a ground ball up the middle, back behind second. Shortstop over to first, and a quick 1-2-3. Sort of. At the end of 4, Trevians lead this one, and we'll be back with more. Check out the Metro Chicago Sports Network website, the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage, for the list of all the games that are available on the YouTube internet and how to contact us for more information about the network. That's the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage. A game is the coach's classroom. Respect what he is telling and teaching the athletes. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the fifth inning. Hold 'em and go home time with the slaughter rule. Bottom third of the batting order due up. Ruiz leading it off, swinging a bit, strike. Kind of in on the fist, strike one. Strike two. 0-2. And strike three. One up, one down. And here's Mike Blight. And a ground ball. Pick up. They throw. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down. Two away. And Lascano batting. And a high pop-up foul and windshield whacker behind us. Ground ball. High bounder. This should do it. Pick up. Throw to first in time, and the ball game is all over. Well, the Trevians win this one, Slaughteroo. Well, this one got over early. Trevians scored frequently in the first two innings. For the new Trier Trevians, 16 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They were struck out 3 times, walked 6, 7 left on base, and 3 stolen bases. For Waukegan Bulldogs, no runs, 2 hits, 4 errors. They were struck out 8 times, walked 1, and 3 left on base. That'll do it for us for this game. Join us on the network for our next broadcast and for all of us here at the network. Hoping you enjoyed the broadcast, and we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody.